We are going, I wanted to share with you guys today, and actually, Kyle, anything you want to add at the end and things that you guys do too is awesome. We're going to talk about social media and what should be happening on a daily, weekly, basis. Like, what are things you can be doing to really help yourself level up in terms of the amount of referrals you're getting and the relationships you're building with clients, because these relationships that you guys are building with clients are going to get you guys more referrals as well, because they're like tied into what you're doing. They're excited about your journey and being a part of that. And they will keep giving you people, okay? And so it's a really powerful thing. And I'm curious, actually, before I walk through, like, who here is already using social media in their actual business, and how are you utilizing it? Uh, yeah. If you want to share, Kyle, real quick, how you use it, and then I'm going to share my tips for you guys, especially being newer on what you can be doing. I'm going to hand it over to you real quick, Kyle.
Yeah, so this is actually perfect because I just took a social media class from a broker here in Houston, and she has 412,000 followers on Instagram alone. So she is doing the damn thing, and this is like just literally info that she told us and how to do. And so that's one thing that she encourages all of her agents to be our content creators. And that's kind of how we have to start thinking of our job and our role as content creators. So one thing that I did to help me kind of get started is I literally asked um, ChatGPT to act as a social media manager, and I listed 20 things that I'm interested in or things that I like. Okay. Obviously, one of them being Cutco, but majority of them being not Cutco, right? Um, and it created an entire platform or a breakdown of things that I should be posting on a daily, weekly, monthly type basis. Okay. And so, some keys here that you want to be make sure that you're doing because the algorithm is very touchy, right? And so there's things that will help us get upvoted and get more views, and then there's things that will help us get downvoted and get less views. And that's just the natural workings of the algorithm. Now, unfortunately, we don't know how the algorithm's ever going to be changed or anything like that. I have to ask them, but I was given a website to be able to go to that actually gives like once social media like Meta, Facebook, once they release the new algorithm, this website updates and you get an updated version of what the algorithm is upvoting, downvoting, everything like that. So then you can use those and you know into your social media marketing plan. And you're posting, when you're posting all that fun stuff and your content and stuff like that. So the first thing that you should be doing is adding all of your customers to your Facebook. Okay, you should, if you don't, oh, I guess that should be the first thing you do, is actually make a Facebook and social media, Instagram, TikTok, all of those things, um, to kind of get yourself started. If you're not, obviously add everybody that you can as friends. Okay, you should follow um, all of your friends from high school, everybody from your high school. You should, don't worry about who's following you. That's going to naturally just grow. But the more people that you can add as friends and just kind of get your natural network going, the easier it's going to be. And then as you meet people, as you do demos for people, you should be adding all of your clients to your Facebook as well. The reason why is because majority of the content that um, I don't know if you've ever read a book called from Gary Vaynerchuk. It's called Crushing It. One thing he talks about is the 80, and we hear about this all the time in business, is the 80-20 rule, right? 80% of the content that you should be posting is just about you, right? It doesn't have anything to do with sales. It doesn't have anything to do necessarily with the product, right? It's literally just value, 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 okay? And so that can be anything from, for me, I talk about like trail running, I talk about golf, I talk about um, sports, Houston sports, Rockets, Texans, all that fun stuff. A&M, right? I'm a big Aggie, so like I do a lot of, A&M sports. I follow all of them. I go to a lot of their games and things. So I've kind of created this community of people, and you'll start, you know, Facebook and Instagram will start recommending people to your as friends that are also interested in these same things for you. So the algorithm kind of works in that way where they notice the things that you're liking and that you're posting and you're talking about, and it sends people your way for that, right? And um, so that's kind of how you want to be doing. Um, Ideally, to really grow a following, you want to be posting 3 to 5 stories per day, right? So for those of you who have Snapchat, where you think about your stories should be more of like your everyday, very casual type posts, right? Um, Very quick, it's just a quick snapshot of what you're doing in that moment, right? And then you put a little tag in there. So you should be doing 3 to 5 stories per day, with at least one
And this
post
is
per
way
day.
more advanced. I'm gonna give some basic things. So just any general things, Kyle, because this is like, this is great. And also like some don't have a Facebook. So we're gonna go baby steps, but just general concepts. Why use Facebook, what, and you can share anything else, but this is a great talk to give to our professionals with all this.
Well, yeah,
Uh,
because this is a huge opportunity that we're missing out on, and this can stay between us. But Cutco itself, just as a company, could do way better at social media. Like we
mhm.
have zero presence online, and it's really kind of frustrating for us, especially in this new digital age. But anyways, so to go even more basic than that, things that you can be posting like is product videos. Okay, so just do like unboxing videos. Okay, people like that stuff. You can do a day in the life of a Cutco rep, right, where you can just record yourself, making a couple phone calls. You can record yourself walking up to a door to go do a demo, or take a snapshot of you, on Zoom doing a presentation, right? Um, you can just do things that where people can get to know who you are, right, as
Yeah.
a person, right? Um, just as a quick little tip for the algorithm itself, especially for Facebook specifically, videos get the most views. Okay. So the more videos that you can post of yourself, of other things, you don't have to be in the video. You can post videos of other stuff, right? With just you talking in the background, right? So videos will get the most views. Pictures behind that, right? And with your pictures, you should always be trying to tag as many people as you possibly can. You should, because when you tag people, it not only sees your friends not only see it, but then all of their friends automatically see it. Okay.
Mhm.
Um, so yeah, start tagging your customers in stuff. Okay. So that way their circle sees it. Um, Also, you can do the good thing that I started doing is knife of the month videos or knife of the week videos, right? So whenever I say product videos, you just take your favorite piece. Like I started with a spatula spreader, and I just did a little demo, like a quick little names and uses video of the spatula spreader, right?
Mhm.
And you can do that once a week, right? Where you just post, hey, this is my knife of the week this week, right? Um, and you get people who are interested. Like I still get comments and stuff of people like, "Oh my God, I didn't know you could do that with that knife," or "I didn't know this," or and then one lady was like, "Oh my God, I need to place my order because I saw your video and it reminded me that I was out of gifts." And I was like, so like just being top of mind is and consistency. It doesn't really matter at the end of the day what you're posting, but just be posting every single day. Okay. And ideally multiple times a day, right? Um,
I want to go through the basics real here. And then if you want to add any things just for time, I want to go through because we've got some really, as you're getting started as a brand new rep, and then Kyle, we can ask Kyle more questions, anyone that wants to, just to make sure I have this on time. Real quick, write these things down. I have 5 things and then I had 5 bonuses, which Kyle's already hit some of those, the bonus things. All right. And so here are 5 things that need to be happening, like, um, uh, period. Number one is if you haven't already, we need to put a personal post for the push, right? So my company's playoffs just started. I'm working super hard, to be one of the top performers and be on stage at Margaritaville on June 25th. Get paid to show product, whatever. And like you could do a video, like he just said, one of the top things, like videos get higher views than pictures. Cool. Never ever post just words. Do not do that. Video or pictures. Cool. And videos are the best. But pictures are also great, especially with your family when you're new, because people comment on the pictures. So for older generation, as you guys are getting started with your first people that are posting, your grandparents, your parents, your aunts, your uncles, people that are close to you that you're going to ask to post, A picture of you and them is great. Or maybe it's a graduation picture of you or just a nice picture of you, right? Where people can see, because people will comment and they'll say, oh my gosh, Jacob is so grown. Like, I can't believe he's already in college or this, or, oh my gosh, look at EJ, like, and they'll just comment, not even sometimes on the product, just on you. But guess what? More people are seeing it. All right. Because again, with the algorithm on Facebook, when people comment, when people like stuff, it gets shown more in the news feed. It's not like Instagram where it disappears. Okay. So that's huge. That's the first thing, is like, do you have a personal post? That needs to get done this morning. Okay. Number two, have you asked your family to post what you're up to so they can share your posts? Even if you shared during your fast start, you want to do that again. And you can do that when there's different competitions, different months, different sales. It's always great, especially as you guys are newer and building your following and building your people, having them post what you're up. So like, hey, Jacob just started this huge competition. He's working really hard. He gets paid to show Cutco. He can do it, over the phone, online or in person. Really helps him out. No obligation to buy, contact him. If you already own Cutco, he can show you some of the different sales and gift options, right? Or something. And I have examples for you guys, by the way, and you can edit them however you want, put them through ChatGPT, make it more personal. But have we had all your family posts and tag you? Okay. Because that's something, again, we want to do today. Like, that's assignment for today. Personal posts. And can you have a minimum of 3 family members? I would be aiming for 10. I think a sweet number is 5 posts, but minimum 3. Don't go to the minimum. Try to get 5 to 10. Like, do you have an auntie? Do you have a best friend's parent? Do you have your parents? Do you have grandparents? You have 2 sets of grandparents. Maybe you don't. Maybe you have 2 sets of parents. But it's pretty easy to get 5 posts up. But at a minimum, we want to get 3 today. If we can get 5 to 10 posts up from best friends, family friends, like, we're going to do that today. Cool. Number 3 is we need to be asking customers at the end of every demo. If it sounds like you guys have not been doing that, that is huge. Okay. And so this is, for those who have the VIA recommendations approach, it's included in here. But I'm going to go ahead and put this in the chat as well so that you guys have it. And I'll share my screen really quick so you guys know what I'm talking about. But at the end of the demo, if you're not already doing this, we need to start doing this. Cool. So I'm like, hey, so Miss Jones, so after you get your referrals, after you finish that, I'm like, Miss Jones, I found that a lot of people have more friends on Facebook than on their phones. And so I'm trying to work on my social media marketing and advertising too. I would love if you wouldn't mind putting a post for me, introducing me to your Facebook friends. I would send you a template of what you would post and I'd send you a picture of me, or we can take a selfie. And selfies are the best, right? When they're in it too, and like their friend sees them too. So all you would do is post a photo and a template introduction, just saying like, if anyone's willing to help me out, they can like or comment below. Would you be nice enough to put that post up? It would mean the world to me. And almost every customer is like, sure, Jacob, no problem. And I'm like, great. I'm like, I'm going to send you a friend request now. I'm like, is this you on Facebook? And like, add them as a friend, send them the template and the photo. And I'm like, yeah. And if you can tag me in the post too, so that, they see we're friends now. And then the last thing is, hey, and by the way, if there's a time where I'm able to, would it be okay if I sent a message to some of your Facebook friends introducing myself to them? Is that cool? And again, most of them are like, yeah, no, no problem. So this is something that if you haven't, most of you guys have this already, and I'll post it again in the group, and I just put it in the chat. Should be happening at the end of every demo now. All right. And if it's not, you are missing out on business. If you're not having customers post for you and getting that permission. All right. So again, I said, number 1, if you're writing these down, these are 5 things. Number 1, getting your personal post up today. Cool, this morning. Number 2, can you get 5 or more friends and family members, 5 to 10, asking them to put a post for you, and you're going to give them an example of a post of what to say, or they could share your post. All right, but it's better. I prefer if they make their own. The third is ask customers, if they're willing to post at the end of every demo that you have. All right. Number 4, super important, to make sure that you're maximizing what you're doing on Facebook. You have to engage. Cool. You have to comment and engage. And so if Mr. Kyle and his wife put a post up for me, and tag me, I'm commenting on it. Like, oh, Mr. and Mrs. Rogers, it was so great to meet you. Thank you guys so much for the help. And then they comment back, oh, you're welcome, honey. Guess what? Every comment is making the algorithm want to show it more, right? And it'll show it more on the news feed. So are you guys engaging? Are you commenting? If they, sometimes you'll have a comment that says like, oh my gosh, yes, I love Cutco. I need some more stuff. Tell them to call me, right? And you can comment like, amazing. I'll send you a direct message to get your number so we can chat and follow up with them, right? And send them a message like, hey, this is Kyle Rogers. Here's my cell phone. What's the best number to contact you at? Cool. Whenever you're asking for a phone number, I always learned it's good to give yours as well so they feel more comfortable. So you're just like, hey, here's my number. What's the best number to reach you at? All right. But that's number 4, comment on posts and engage with the customers. Okay. Even if it's just like, oh, you're so grown. Congrats on graduation. You're like, thank you so much, Miss Susie. I appreciate it. Separately, I would send her a private message to see if she'd be willing to do an appointment as well. All right. And number 5. So these are the 5 main things that you have to be doing right now. And then I have 5 bonuses. So number 5 of the must be doing is weekly thank you posts. Cool. Weekly thank you posts. So every Tuesday, once the standings are out and the week is done, I would send a thank you post to everyone that you saw from last Tuesday to Monday night. Cool. I would send a thank you. You can do that as a live video. I would highly recommend as a live video. And you can also add pictures, screenshots of the standings of the office, regional and or national standings you can put there. But it's a quick video of like, hey, I just want to say thank you to all my amazing customers this past week. Thank you for everyone who saw me. Erica, or the Hidalgos, thank you guys. Picaros, thank you guys. And thank you guys, Jacob, and like literally list everyone. You're going to tag them all in the post as well. Cool. You're like, you guys help me get one step closer. I was on the regional reports this week. I was on the office reports this week, working hard all the way to Margaritaville. So thank you guys so much, right? And that's it. And you put a thank you post, you tag them all, and guess what happens? They start commenting. Oh, you're welcome, Kyle. Oh, you're welcome. It's so good to see you. Again, more engagement, more things. And then I'll comment back. Hey, if you know anyone else who'd be willing to do an appointment, Miss Sandra, please shoot them my way. Working so hard for this contest. Like that's a reply I would give to someone who said, you're so welcome. We helped you. I would say thank you again. And if you know anyone that would be nice enough to just do a quick appointment or already owns Cutco, please connect us. I'm working so hard for my contest. All right. And so they're there and they're following along in that journey. Is everyone good? All right. Then there's my 5 bonuses. And so these are great things to be doing. But even if you're just doing the first 5, that's a good way to get started and start building momentum on Facebook. Cool. The bonus 5 are number 1, contest update posts. So meaning not just the weekly, but like every 3 days or so. Like we'll have people that'll update every 2 to 3 days. Hey, here's where I'm at so far for the week. We're only blank away from my goal. I need to get 20 more appointments by Monday. Any nice people, like shoot them my way. But you're just just giving updates like, oh, thank you to these guys today, just had a grand day, got onto this, and so you'll see the top people do that during pushes, right? Every 2 to 3 days they're doing updates versus just the weekly thank you. So that's bonus. All right, as you get more advanced or you feel like you can do that. The second bonus is those private messages, but the first ones are to family Facebook for like all your mom's friends on Facebook, your dad's friends on Facebook, your auntie, your grandpa. Like, have you sent all their friends messages on Facebook with what you're doing? And again, I have the resources for that, which I'll give you in a moment. The third is private messages to your customers' friends, right? Which if you're incorporating what I just talked about, you guys are getting permission to send their friends messages, then do it. Can you send, 25 messages each morning? Can you do 20 calls and send out 25 messages, or put a 30-minute block sometime later in your day to get that done? All right. The fourth thing I had, which Kyle hit, was product videos, like the knife of the week or something, right? And so whether there's like each month right now, because of the 75th anniversary, there's like a limited edition product that you can talk about. But then also you guys can share, oh, I just got this. Or when you get your Fast Start prizes, you can do an unboxing for your Fast Start prizes. If you already receive your Fast Start prizes, then each week highlight one of the, oh, I love that, I've been using this and it's so good for this. Like, thank you guys for all your help. Because most of your Facebook is is going to be for business, or if not, you can make one that's just for business, right? Like that's what JD did. Like he had his personal, but then he made another account so that it was just like for all his customers, for all his people, and he just like focused on Cutco on that. And a lot of the professionals have that as well. And so it's up to you. Some of them have it mixed on one, some of them have two separate ones. Totally a personal preference thing for that. And then the last thing is the just just going like Kyle was talking about, just going live on different times with other things that are happening and putting personal posts as well and mixing those in there because they see you're a real person. Things you're giving back to, things you're helping with. Are you doing a video while you're like, yes, on Monday at the conference, like so excited to be learning from some of the best throughout the division. Blessed to have such a great opportunity. And it could just be a personal post like that of feeling blessed, or love the people I work with or whatever. And the fact is that if you've been posting and tagging your customers, when you do those, just like, oh, so grateful, for this. And, or, oh, did you guys check this out? Like Megan's booth, yes, on Monday. I'm like, customers, look at all this awesome stuff. Like so excited to win more, free product and show this to my customers. But people who are following you see it and they're like, oh, what else is there? Like, oh, I want to see that, and that can help you get more and repeat customers. Cool. So those are just basic things. I know I went really fast. I probably should have just kicked off and then allowed for tips, but let's make sure that those first. I'm going to post this in the chat so you guys have this if you need or want the tips that I just gave. All right, and so you have your posts that should be happening for sure, and then bonus things that you guys can be doing. And this is just with Facebook. Obviously there's more things you can have some fun with, but I want to make sure you guys have that. In the chat, I went ahead and put the different resources that you guys have, and I'll add the recommendations approach again, because in the recommendations approach, there's some different examples. This has all the, getting more appointments. So you have your asking for recommendations, which we'll talk about more. You have your objection handling. You have the Facebook, how to ask a customer at the end of every demo. You have, this is good for fast start, an example here for a Facebook post. Here's a general, and you guys can adopt it for the playoffs, right? And use that. Here's a Facebook direct private message to send to people if you're a student, if you're a non-student. So this has some great stuff there. And then I gave you guys in the chat, and I'll post it again, just, being able to use social media. This right here, that there's a video connected to this that shows you guys how to build your list using social media. Cool. Asking friends for parents' numbers, parents and family friends, any objections that they have. It has sample messages for family asking family to post for you, like what to say to them. Here's a Facebook post. Attach a photo. And so it just has step-by-step things here that I put in the chat. And then the other one is social media, being able to send emails and posts. And so this has some other examples in here of things that families can post, a Facebook DM, what customers can post. So just some different ideas for you to go through. And like I said, you guys can put this in ChatGPT and create your own, right? And then it has like a personal Facebook post example. Then you have your Nextdoor app, but what you'll see again is like people commenting like, oh my gosh, this is so great. Oh, I've had my Cutco knives for over 20 years. Like it's really blurry, but like these are comments that are in here that people are commenting, and you get extra demos from that. So I'm going to share those things with you guys so that you have those. All right.
3 quick tips to add on top of that. So the first quick tip is don't post a link in your post that takes people off of Facebook or the Meta platform, because Facebook's thing is they upvote you the more that you keep people on their platform. Okay, so don't post like a link to like YouTube or a Cutco's website or anything like that. If you're gonna post something, post that in the comments. All right. Second thing is don't take pictures directly of Cutco from the Cutco website. You will get in trouble for that. That messes with compliance. So if you are going to take pictures and post pictures of Cutco, it has to be pictures that you personally take. Okay, whether it be in your kitchen, on your phone, professional camera, anything like that. As long as you're the one taking the picture, you can use the picture however you want. Okay, so that is something
Yep.
important to know, so we're not in trouble with Cutco. And then the last thing is There's one more quick tip, but I don't know. It wasn't really that important, I guess. So those were the other two main things to help you just get more engagement. Oh, sorry. The last thing, quick tip I remember now is whenever you're liking or commenting on other people's posts, especially as you start adding customers to their to your Facebook, don't just like stuff. Okay, heart it, laugh at it. The more right that you can go, like whenever you hold the button and it gives you like all the options of how you can react to stuff, the more right you go, the better it is for the algorithm. Okay. So don't just send somebody a like send them a heart or send them a laughing emoji or an angry emoji if it's something that, irritates you or that you're upset with or whatever, right? The more right you go, the more that helps you as well. And so the more, so you can teach that to your clients. So if they love your post, then that can help your post get more views. So it's a couple quick things right there.
Awesome. Thank you, Kyle.